Austin Butler has taken Hollywood by storm over these last few years, and one unexpected moment in Dune Part 2 has proven yet again that he's one of the best actors working today. Dune Part 2 sees the rise of a villain who never appeared in Part 1. Having lost faith in his nephew Rabin and his ability to exterminate the Fremen on Arrakis, the evil Baron Vladimir Harkonnen turns to his sociopathic, aggressive nephew Fade Rotha, a young man with no remorse and a serious murder streak. A large section of Dune Part 2 is devoted to portraying Fade's monstrosity. Fade is a violent, walking id, and the film ultimately culminates in a knife fight between him and Paul Atreides.
May thy knife chip and shatter.
May thy knife chip and shatter.
In David Lynch's eccentric 1984 Dune adaptation, Fade was played by none other than Sting, and that film features a notorious scene in which the character emerges from a bizarre sci-fi steam bath, wearing nothing but leather bikini bottoms with weird hip wings. In this scene, the Baron looks on at his nephew with unbridled incestuous lust. In Denis Villeneuve's Dune Part 2, however, the incest angle is erased. Instead, the Baron's concubines are all women, and his affection for Fade is purely political. That is, except for one scene about halfway through the film, in which Fade full-on kisses the Baron after being given control of Arrakis. This moment, it seems, wasn't in the film's script. In fact, it was improvised by Butler. In a red carpet interview with Access Hollywood, the actor expressed gratitude that Stellan Skarsgård went along with it.
Oh yeah, he's game for anything. He's the best.
Skarsgård, having appeared in several Lars von Trier movies, probably isn't easily surprised. He was no doubt willing to roll with an intense moment of improvisation like this. Meanwhile, Access Hollywood asked if Butler likes to shock his co-stars. Butler, in a very actorly way, replied,
You know, it's always about how you're trying to affect somebody else. Yeah.
Butler likely wasn't intending to be provocative, but merely got very deep into character. After all, the kiss seemed like something Fade would do.
You humiliated me. Kiss. Or die.
Butler's performance as Fade in Dune Part 2 is a particular highlight of a phenomenal film, and viewers may be curious whether we'll see more of him in future projects. Well, without revealing too much, neither Fade nor the Baron appears in Frank Herbert's sequel, Dune Messiah. Indeed, there's been no official word yet as to whether or not Villeneuve will actually adapt Dune Messiah, although he has already expressed interest. And it's worth noting that the ending of Part 2 actually positions itself as more of a cliffhanger than the original book. Indeed, if Villeneuve wanted to immerse himself in Dune for the rest of his career, many fans wouldn't be upset. Frank Herbert wrote 6 Dune novels from 1965 through 1985, providing Villeneuve with literary fodder to last for a great number of further films, although it's hard to say how audiences might react to some of the franchise's later story beats. And then, were Villeneuve or another filmmaker so inclined, it would be possible to make film adaptations of the Dune prequel novels, which were authored by Herbert's son, Brian Herbert, and sci-fi novel veteran Kevin J. Anderson. As you might imagine, Fade Rotha plays a role in those novels, as readers are shown the circumstances of the character's birth. That said, Dune fans have been unreceptive to Brian Herbert's books, to say the least, so it's no sure thing that Warner Brothers would ever go to that well for further stories in the on-screen franchise. The premise of one of the books, 2012's Sisterhood of Dune, is being adapted into a 2024 HBO series called Dune Prophecy, but it's not clear how closely the show's creative team intends to follow Brian's narrative. Of course, even if Warner Brothers does give us a straight adaptation of the Dune prequels, Fade would obviously be much younger than he is in Part 2. In short, Austin Butler is almost certainly out of the Dune franchise for good, but you can't say he didn't make a heck of an impact.